Imagine spending thousands of dollars on a state-of-the-art home security system. You reinforce the windows and install heavy-duty deadbolts, but the system is entirely useless if a burglar simply finds the spare key under the welcome mat and walks right through the front door. That scenario is exactly how modern cybercrime operates today. Attackers are stepping away from loud, disruptive attacks like ransomware that loudly break systems. Today, they prefer to steal valid user credentials and log in silently, bypassing your perimeter defenses entirely. The 2026 Red Report identifies this evolving threat as the digital parasite. A digital parasite is a malicious presence that prioritizes evasion and espionage, quietly attaching itself to your network and blending in with normal daily traffic to avoid setting off alarms. This graphic shows the top adversarial techniques used today, and you'll notice the #1 spot goes to process injection. Process injection is a method where attackers hide the malicious code inside perfectly safe, normal software running on your computer, making it incredibly difficult to spot. If we look down at numbers 3 and 4 on this same graphic, we see a heavy reliance on stealing passwords and evading sandboxes. A sandbox is an isolated test environment where security software tries to safely detonate suspicious files. Attackers are even bypassing software agents entirely by using physical hardware like IP KVMs, devices granting remote control of a computer over the internet. Static perimeter defenses cannot protect your network if the attacker has already stolen the keys and is living quietly inside your digital walls. Returning to our smart home, you can't build a secure fortress by just walking into a hardware store and buying random locks. You need a master architectural blueprint that dictates exactly what needs to be secured and how. In the IT world, that blueprint is the CIS framework. CIS stands for the Center for Internet Security, and it serves as the globally recognized building code for securing digital environments against modern threats. Translating that code into reality is the job of a GRC engineer. GRC stands for Governance, Risk, and Compliance. These engineers evaluate a company's specific risk profile to assign them an implementation group, a tailored checklist that determines exactly which security rules the organization must follow based on their size and sensitivity. In the past, confirming those rules were followed meant relying on manual, once-a-year audits. Modern GRC engineers use continuous control monitoring, or CCM. CCM is an automated process that constantly pulls live data from computers to verify the building code is being met every single second. This animated blueprint shows the top 10 CIS controls. These 10 rules form the absolute baseline for enterprise security, covering everything from knowing exactly what hardware you own, to restricting administrative accounts, to installing robust malware defenses. The CIS blueprint tells us precisely what needs to be protected. However, a piece of paper can't stop a break-in on its own. We need active security guards on the ground to enforce these rules. This is where the cybersecurity engineer steps in. Their job is to take the CIS blueprint and arm the organization using an automated platform like Semantic Endpoint Security, or SES. SES is a comprehensive software agent installed directly on devices to monitor and block malicious activity. By activating Symantec's core protection engines, the engineer folds the theoretical blueprint upward, transforming it into an active physical shield on every computer. Let's look at the first two engines. The firewall acts as a strict traffic cop, aligning with CIS Control 12 by blocking dangerous network traffic. Meanwhile, the antivirus engine acts as a detective, scanning files for known threats to satisfy CIS Control 10. Next are the behavioral engines. Sonar operates like a security camera, watching how applications behave in real time. Adaptive protection acts as a custom tailor, restricting risky actions in safe apps to prevent living-off-the-land attacks. Living off the land is a tactic where hackers use a computer's own built-in tools against it. The fifth engine is HIPS, or Host Intrusion Prevention System. HIPS is a shield that blocks malicious network data before it can even become a file on your hard drive. The sixth is Application and Device Control, or ADC, acting as a vault door to block unauthorized hardware like USB drives, stopping data leaks dead in their tracks. Finally, we have host integrity, the digital bouncer that verifies a computer is fully updated before granting it network access. And acting as the innermost vault, Memory exploit mitigation and system lockdown work together to neutralize fileless attacks that try to run purely in the computer's memory. As this floor plan shows, these 8 overlapping features work simultaneously. They identify, trap, and neutralize the digital parasite the moment it tries to move from room to room. When configured correctly, these engines guarantee that every individual laptop and server acts as its own self-contained, self-monitoring fortress. For business leaders, this rigorous technical mapping yields a massive secondary benefit. It automatically generates the exact real-time log evidence required to pass major compliance audits. Looking at this compliance data table, we see how specific Symantec features directly satisfy auditor requirements. For example, device control provides direct evidence for SOC 2, a major security standard for managing customer data, and ISO 27001, the international standard for information security management. This architectural strategy is also completely cross-platform. Depending on your organization's specific tech stack, the same exact CIS controls can be mapped to CrowdStrike filtering features to achieve the same result. Watchpost Security takes this strategy one step further. We pair this strict CIS endpoint baseline with Cloud Web Isolation. Cloud Web Isolation runs your web browser on a remote, secure server, ensuring that malicious web code never actually touches your local machine. Defeating the digital parasite requires both a perfect blueprint and an automated bouncer. Reach out to Watchpost Security today using the links on screen to secure your digital home.